brutally honest reviews of every VMAs 2021 performance, including Justin Bieber and Lil Nas X. With a performance lineup including Ed Sheeran, Justin Bieber, Foo Fighters, Alicia Keys, Olivia Rodrigo and Lil Nas X, the 2021 MTV VMAs sought to blend veterans with new kids. After last year's COVID-forced jumble of outside live shots and pre-taped productions, the annual music awards show took a crack at award show normalcy by returning to a traditional setting at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. And it paid off. Pyrotechnics, arena-sized sets and a live audience wearing face masks combined for the most exciting awards show in recent memory. Here's a look at the performances as they unfolded. Justin Bieber, Stay, with the Kid Laroi, Ghost. The Kid Laroi, who looked ready to pilot a flight in dark aviator glasses, offered a caffeinated opening with Bieber, making his first appearance in 6 years, as they bopped around the stage in unison in front of fake mountains. But following their warm embrace, Bieber, in overalls and a hoodie, pondered the meaning of the lasers surrounding him for his new single Ghost. Olivia Rodrigo, Good For You, surrounded by mask-clad dancers, one of the darlings of this year's VMAs, followed the rollicking snare drum of her female drummer as she cooed and raged through her #1 hit. Balloons, confetti and pyro backed her performance as she snarled the song's hook, Maybe I'm Too Emotional, with the kind of middle finger attitude that told viewers, no, she's just fine, thanks. Casey Musgraves, star-crossed, for her debut VMA performance, the country chanteuse took the classy route. Surrounded by candles and a lone guitarist, her warm voice delved into the etchingly personal song Heartbreak Ballad. As a heart statue behind her blazed and the rest of her band leaned in, Musgraves was still the undeniable focal point of a brief, but poignant performance. 21 Pilots, Saturday, starting with a stripped vibe highlighted by singer Tyler Joseph playing the ukulele, the ditty that already marked a 180 from the band's usual fare sounded airy and, well, forgettable. As crashing video waves surrounded the stage, Joseph dabbled in some footwork with the duo's backup singers as live horns added some depth and Josh Dun attacked his drum kit. The blonde frontman also used his stage time to mention that his wife is pregnant, a weirdly appropriate announcement given the levity of the song. Ed Sheeran, Shivers, playing live from Pier 3 at Brooklyn Bridge Park, the beloved Ginger stood atop a triangular stage for his first VMA appearance since 2017 to debut his catchy pop tune. Slimmed and grinning, fatherhood and marriage apparently suit him, Sheeran sounded note perfect. While it was odd seeing him backed by a band, Sheeran and his looping device are a longtime happy couple. The addition of background singers and surges of electric guitar indicated how this song is already custom built for the inevitable tour to follow his upcoming new album, that's due October 29. Lil Nas X, Industry Baby with Jack Harlow, Montero, Call Me By Your Name. Borrowing from Beyoncé and Taylor Swift with his marching band entrance, the headline grabber soon stripped to bare his ripped torso. Bouncing with a troupe of dancers clad in hot pink, the Atlanta native unfurled Industry Baby in front of a Montero prison set complete with prisoners lining the walkways. The song's featured guest, Jack Harlow, popped in mid-song, wearing a glamorous version of a hefty bag, but soon departed to allow Lil Nas X more time to strip down even more. He didn't sing much more than the chorus of Montero Call Me By Your Name, but the setup provided him the opportunity to gyrate in glittery fuchsia hot pants amid a pack of underwear-clad dudes. Camila Cabello, Don't Go Yet, injecting some sassy Latin pop into the evening. Cabello embraced her Cuban heritage with a full production number complete with a sexy one-shouldered, leg-showcasing dress. The combination of the song's shout-along chorus and ace dancers ably masked Cabello's limitations as a singer. Yes, she's a perfectly pleasant performer, but not quite the iconic legend she was introduced as by Charli XCX. Let's save the hyperbole for artists who have been around at least a decade. Cool. Shawn Mendes and Tiny, Summer of Love. Always the romantic, Mendes strolled the stage in wide-legged pants that looked as if he raided Harry Styles' closet as he crooned the dreamy song. Running his hands through his luxurious locks and flashing his billion-dollar grin at the outstretched hands in front of him, Mendes is an effortless heartthrob, and looked even more the part ensconced in clouds of dry ice. That he also possesses such a pure voice is a bonus. Doja Cat, Been Like This, You Write. The hostess of the night went skyward for her performance, which was part sheer wackiness and part ridiculous performance art. While it can always be argued whether an artist is lip-syncing, there didn't seem to be much evidence that Doja was singing live as she floated above the stage in her fashionable red ensemble, singing, in an indiscernible whisper. Sometimes coy is appealing, other times it's just irritating. Chloe, Have Mercy, performing without her sister Halle Bailey, who introduced her. Chloe flaunted her acting instincts at the start of her performance by emitting a guttural scream. Her sassy presentation in a pink leotard and matching ankle boots also showcased how much she's learned from mentor Beyoncé as she imbued her performance with drama, twerking and most importantly, actual vocal talent. Normani, Wild Side, in her silver outfit that gave more than a nod to Janet Jackson, the one-time Fifth Harmony singer, sexed up the stage with her sultry R&B ballad. On a set that flipped from bright white to red, Normani offered vocal runs in the midst of her slinky finger snapper. But the end of her performance is what will make the internet rounds as she performed an upright lap dance, Is That a Thing, on a young woman strapped to a ladder contraption. Azuna, La Funka, and the award for performance most resembling an acid trip goes to the Latin superstar who shared the stage with the cutest co-stars of the show, dancing bears who marched down ramps and runways, following Azuna's every step during the effusive song. As the backdrop turned to neon palm trees and lasers, the moon person looming above the stage throughout the show morphed into a gigantic bear hoisting the Puerto Rican flag before turning back into the moon person, now holding a flag of the Dominican Republic, a proud tribute from Azuna to his heritage. Foo Fighters, Learn to Fly, Shame Shame, Everlong, the recipients of MTV's Global Icon Award lived up to their award status with their bracing, sweaty rock unleashed in front of stacks of amplifiers. Segueing from the crunch of Learn to Fly, to the slinky funk undertones of Shame Shame, to the galloping guitar of Everlong, the band offered a taste of their consistently fiery live shows. Frontman Dave Grohl throttled his guitar, his mop of hair falling in his face and his energy matched only by drummer Taylor Hawkins' ferocious playing. Always quick to honor their influences, Hawkins paid tribute to late Rolling Stones legend Charlie Watts with Charlie R.I.P. etched on his bass drum, a class act, as always. Alicia Keys, La La, unlocked with Sway Lee, Empire State of Mind, beamed in live from Liberty State Park for her first VMA performance since 2012. Keys, in a form-hugging gold sequined dress, first seduced duet partner Sway Lee as they circled each other on the outside stage, cooing the lyrics of their new song. But the highlight came when Keys headed to her piano and said, "Welcome to the Empire State," as she remained standing to play her unofficial hymn for the city, Empire State of Mind. The timing of the song, one day after 9/11, coupled with panoramic shots of the city, combined for a particularly resonating version of the anthem. Busta Rhymes' Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See, What's the Scenario, and more. A late addition to the performance lineup, the native New Yorker injected some old-school dynamism with an exhaustively thrilling medley. His gruff rapping style is still incomparable, exemplified on the jaw-dropping, rapid-fire lyrical spitting at the end of the set. Even with frantic green and red lasers spinning around the arena, it was apparent that all Buster needs to command a room is his undiminished rap skills. Kids, take note. Machine Gun Kelly and Travis Barker, Papercuts. In 2012, the rapper turned rocker sent a tweet that one day he'd perform at the VMAs. On Sunday night, his moment arrived, and apparently, he walked through a forest of thorns on his way to the stage, given the crown on his face. But MGK soon ditched the costuming and continued cranking out serrated riffs on his pink guitar while singing the rock-rap-punk song in a faux British accent. His buddy Barker slammed his drums while surrounded by fire, but alas, those poor tom-toms would soon get tossed off the riser while MGK destroyed his guitar against the stage in the most mundane, predictable ending to any rock performance. Ho, hum, tell me below in the comments what you think of the VMAs.